caso, infórmate sobre cómo hacerla en el 91-133-5833. Aquí comienza Inglés Online TVE.
Everybody. Hi, friends. Welcome to the show. It's Inglés Online TVE. That's right. We are live on YouTube. We're live on Vaughan Radio, and we're live all around the world. Yes, you can join us today online if you'd like to see the show visually. How else would you see the show? You can connect to YouTube, and you can follow our channel, Inglés Online TVE. Eso es Inglés Online TVE. And be sure to hit, to pinchar, to click on the subscribe button. Be sure to do that, right? Right? Okay. And then you can join us. And today I will follow the contents. Voy a seguir los contenidos del programa de televisión de esta mañana, the program on Channel 2 en la 2. We are on the air from 7:30 to 8 every morning, from 7:30 to 8. And today we have class number 7. If you missed the classes, you can find them on YouTube on our channel. So be sure to join us. Be sure to subscribe, and you can review all of the content. And I recommend that you go little by little, day by day, with one class every day. Pick a level that is most suitable to you and follow it every single day. With the videos, either watching them on the TV at 7:30 or watching them on YouTube, and then do a review in the afternoon with me here on the radio, and you can follow that on YouTube as well. Again, the channel is Inglés Online TVE, and this is the radio show, and we're going to begin class 7 the way we always do, with the beginner section.
Nivel básico.
Nivel básico, and as I say, nivel, pues esencial. You have to know this stuff. It's essential. You have to know the basics of the language. You have to have the base built before you can build the tower on top. Today, our sentence, who is it? It's Mr. Williams. Okay, so we say, who is it? So think of the pronunciation. We say, who. Now, on the show today, Richard, or I believe David, talked about the H sound, or the word who. Now it's WHO, but we say who, and it's as if we are, es como si fuéramos, or as if we were cleaning the mirror, a mirror, un espejo, right? And we go, to breathe on the mirror, and then we clean it, right? Who. So it's not strong like the J, like jamón. No, we say who is it? So the air, we're blowing air out, but there's not that throaty sound. So we say, who is it? ¿Quién es? So notice how, even though it's a person, we say, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Right? So who is it? We say, it's Mr. Williams. It's Mr. So who is it? So imagine someone comes to the door. Toc, toc, toc. I say, who is it? ¿Quién es? It's Fitz. Es mi amigo Fitz. Who is it? It's Fitz. Right? Okay. Who is it? ¿Quién es? Who is? Oh, there he is. Oh, there it is. He's at the door. I was laughing because Tino. How
are you getting on?
Oh, it's Fitz, I think, right? I was laughing because I thought we were having some technical difficulties, and I was preparing to improvise But and Tino was saying, "Oh, wait, we have a problem." But no, here we are. So let's see if someone else. Is there someone else at the door? Oh, okay. Who is it? Who is it?
Buenas tardes, señor.
Who is it? I'm not sure. Let me hear that again. Can I hear that again?
Hola, buenas tardes, señor.
Is it Katia? I think so. No, it's not. Oh, it's our friend Jacqua. Ah, okay. So who is it? It's Jacqua. She has a great show on Tuesday afternoons here on Vaughan Radio. And Jacqua, who is it? Who is it? All right, let's see if someone else is at the door. Is there someone? Oh.
Oh, yes. Hello there, Kyle.
Who is it? Who is it? Oh, it's my friend Patty O'Doyle. It's Patty O'Doyle. Who is it? It's Patty. So notice I'm not going to say he is. I will say it is. Who is it? It's Patty O'Doyle. He is here to talk to me. He's here to drink a beer. He's here to talk about grammar. He's here to talk about Ireland. Now, I wonder if there's someone else at the door. Let's see. Is there someone else at the door? Oh, yeah. Who is it? Oh, I think is it Nieves? It's my friend Nieves. Yes. Who is it? It's Nieves. Very good. All right. Okay, very good. Who is it? It's Mr. Williams. And notice I'm saying it's. I don't say eats. How do you say, mi hermano come hamburguesas. My brother eats hamburgers. He eats. Come, he eats. But it's is different. It is. It's. E. You have to be able to hear the pronunciation, the difference in the pronunciation, if you're going to pronounce it properly, right? So we say, who is it? And the words are linked together. Who is it? It's Mr. Williams. So we don't say who eats Mr. Williams. No. Who is it? It's Mr. Williams. Hey, is there someone else at the door? Is there someone else at the door? Oh, there it is. Who is it?
Yeehaw! What's up, Kyle? How's it going?
Oh, I think it's Kenny Kensington. Was it Kenny Kensington? Yeah, it's my friend Kenny Kensington. He's from Alabama, I think. Who is it? It's Kenny Kensington. Is there someone else at the door, Tino? Okay. Who is it?
Hey, my friend.
Oh, I think it's Is it my friend from India? No. Let's see. Can I hear it again?
Hey, my friend.
Oh, it's my friend Boris from Russia, right? It's my friend Boris from Russia. Who is it? It's Boris. He's from Russia. All right, let's hear. Is there someone else at the door? Who is it?
Wonderful day we're having, isn't it?
Oh, it's Nick. It's Nick. So who is it? It's Nick. I'm not going to say he is Nick. No, I'll say it's Nick. And then I'll say he's English. It's Nick. He's friendly. It's Nick. He's tall. Right? Now that we know that we're talking about Nick, then we switch to he. He's here to talk to us about the course. Okay? So who is it? It's Mr. Williams. Is there one more? Tino says, yeah, Kyle, there's one more. There's another person at the door. Let's see who it is. Who is it?
Rock your world.
Oh, is it LaQuisha?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, there you go. All right, everybody. So here's the basic, the way this works is, who is it? It's Mr. Williams. All right, let's go ahead with today's intermediate content.
Nivel intermedio.
What are the advantages of living in the countryside? And the disadvantages? Las ventajas. The advantages. Now, notice we say the advantages of plus gerund. What are, cuáles son? And cuál, but we're not going to say which are, but we say what are because we use the word what when the options are unknown or unlimited. We use the question word which when we understand the limits of the option. So I can say here, I have a red pen and I don't have a blue pen, but I have a red pen and a green pen. If you're watching the stream on YouTube, you can connect and you can see this. I have, by the way, feel free to follow us. We're online on YouTube live, Inglés Online TVE, right? And you can participate in the chat today. Send me a message in the chat if you're listening. Say hello. I have a green pen and a red pen. Which one would you like to borrow? So I'm using which because the options are limited and the options are understood. But when the options are unknown, I use the word what. So I could say, what's your favorite color? ¿Cuál es tu color favorito? What is your favorite color? Because I don't know, maybe it's some shade somewhere between blue and green that I don't know the name of. What's your favorite brand of cigarettes? What kind of cigarette do you smoke? What's your favorite brand of cigarettes? Oh, it's Marlboro. Right? But if I'm in the store and we have one of those machines, one of those cigarette vending machines, and you say, Kyle, while you're over there, would you get me a pack of cigarettes? And I say, okay, I say, what kind of cigarette do you want? Well, Marlboro. What? But if I go to the machine and I yell across the room, I say, they have Marlboro, Camel, and Lucky Strike. Which one would you want or would you like? We use which in this case because we have a limited and understood set of options. I've defined the options. So in this case, we use the word which. But when the options are unknown or undefined, we use the word what. Okay? So what are the advantages? ¿Cuáles son las ventajas de? The advantages of. What are the advantages of? Followed by the ing. What are the advantages of shopping on the internet? Shopping on the internet. Again, it's a question of certain prepositions going with certain verbs. Shopping on the internet. We say on the internet. We don't say in the internet. We say on the internet. What are the advantages of shopping on the internet? What are the advantages of working from home? You have no commute time, so you save the time. You're comfortable. You can wear comfortable clothing. You don't have to worry about appearances. What are the disadvantages? Well, it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to be maybe a little bit lazy if you work from home. What are the advantages of studying English? Well, if you learn it, if you study successfully and you learn it, then you can talk to people all around the world. What are the advantages of playing sports? Well, you'll get healthy, right? You'll enjoy if you play. We don't say practice sports. You play sports. Well, we do practice. Like I used to have what I called hockey practice. I played hockey when I was young, and I had practices on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I played games on the weekend. But when I went to practice hockey, it wasn't games. It was drills. They were repetitive exercises. We have to practice getting out of our own defensive zone. We have to practice taking the puck, el disco, out of the end. We have to practice that. So we would do drills. That was practicing. We went to hockey practice, to practice. You go to football practice. You go to baseball practice and you're swinging over and over, perfecting your swing, right? But then when you play the game, that's different. But what are the advantages of playing sports? The advantages of playing sports include, well, you get physically fit. It's good for your body. It's a healthy thing to do. It's also good for developing teamwork abilities. It's good for developing a respect for authority through the referees and officials. Right? What are the benefits of using public transportation? What are the benefits of, or the advantages? Las ventajas, right? Yeah. What are the advantages of? Well, you have a lower carbon footprint, right? You're not burning all this energy just to transport yourself. What are the advantages of installing solar panels? Well, the advantages, there are many advantages. You can use the sun and you can reduce your power bill. You can reduce carbon emissions as well. What are the advantages of? What are the advantages of eating at home instead of restaurants? Well, it's cheaper. You can control what goes into your meals. What are the advantages of? So, this the full sentence. What are the advantages of living in the countryside? And the disadvantages? So living in the country, notice you say in the countryside, not on the countryside. We say living in the countryside, living on the coast, living in the city, living in a small town, living in the countryside, but on the coast. Yeah, it's a question of particular prepositions being most applicable in each case. So let's see here. What are the advantages of? What are the advantages of living in the countryside? Now, notice I'm saying advantages, not advantage. No, advantage. You start with the F, and then you activate the vocal cord. Very good. Very good, V. What are the advantages of living in the countryside? Advantages of. The OF, one F is pronounced just like the V. Of. The advantages of. So I'm vibrating the vocal cord with the letter F. Of living in the countryside. And the disadvantages? So a disadvantage, is a negative point. What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? Okay. So yeah, I suppose living in the countryside, you have to drive a long way to shop. You don't have the same selection of products. You have fewer people that you could interact with, which may be an advantage or may be a disadvantage. It depends on how you look at it. What are the advantages of living in the countryside? And what are the disadvantages? What are the advantages of working in an office? And what are the disadvantages? What are the advantages of working from home? And what are the disadvantages? All right, so there you go. That is today's sentence. What are the advantages of living in the countryside? And the disadvantages? All right, let's move on to today's advanced content.
Nivel avanzado.
Nivel avanzado. That's right, advanced. It's time for the advanced content. And we have, there wasn't anything to eat. That's why we all felt very hungry. Claro. Es por eso, okay? Right? That's why. There wasn't anything to eat. That's why we all felt very hungry. So there wasn't anything. Now, in the question, I can talk for a moment about some and any. People often say, and any, in questions you use any, but that's not always the case. We could say, is there any milk in the refrigerator? Is there any milk? And you say, yes. Yes, there is some milk in the refrigerator. Would you like some milk? ¿Quieres un poco de leche? Would you like some milk? If that's a question, right? That's a question. I'm using some. But the rule is we're not questioning the existence of something. When we're questioning the existence, we use any. Are there any problems with traffic in Madrid? Are there any problems with traffic in Vigo? Probably. Sure. Right? Is there any milk in the refrigerator? Are there any Chinese people in the office today? Maybe. Yes, there are some Chinese people. I don't know. Or there aren't any Chinese people in the office today. So here, there wasn't, in the past, there wasn't anything to eat. Now, we could also say there was nothing to eat. But it's more common in English to use the negative comparison. Instead of saying there was nothing, you'd say there wasn't anything. There wasn't anything in the fridge to eat. That's why. Es por eso, por lo que. That's why we all felt very hungry. Right? We had a problem with the translation. That's why we called you. The player wasn't performing well. That's why the team got rid of him and hired a replacement. A lot of people, a lot of companies in Spain need English. They want to do international business and they need English for it. They need their people to be able to speak in English. That's why they hire us. Maybe you need English at work. Maybe that's why you're listening. Or maybe you want to travel. Maybe that's why you're listening to the show. Or maybe you just want to broaden your horizons and be able to read and listen to and enjoy media in English. You want to enjoy films in English. Maybe that's why you're listening to the show today. I don't know. Es por eso por lo que. Right? That's why. So the sentence, there wasn't anything to eat. That's why we all felt very hungry. So to feel, be careful with the verb to feel. Every day I feel. Yesterday I felt. Lately I've felt. Feel, felt, felt. Right? Which is different from the verb to fall. Fall, fell, fallen. Ooh, yesterday I fell. I fell down the stairs. Ooh. Every day I fall down. Yesterday I fell down. Lately I've fallen down. But the verb to feel. How do you feel? Oh, I feel hungry. Feel, felt, felt. Okay? There wasn't anything to eat. And that's why we all felt very hungry. And here we have the H again. At the start of the show, we were talking about the H, cleaning the mirror, el espejo, which was our special word of the day in the beginner class today on TV. In fact, according to Richard Brown and David Waddell today on the TV show, they said that the word espejo, mirror, was the word of the day. Mirror. And to clean the mirror, you have to go ha, ha, and you blow ha, ha, and you create an H sound. So we don't say ha, we don't say how are you? We say how are you? Right? So we all felt very hungry. I'm not saying enfadado, which would be angry. No, we all felt very hungry. There wasn't anything to eat. That's why, es por eso. Por lo que, that's why we all felt hungry. Okay? There wasn't anything to eat. That's why we all felt hungry. All right, I'm going to take a look at the responses. People are writing in on the chat on YouTube. Feel free to participate live on the YouTube chat. Webster says, hello, Kyle from Dominican Republic. Well, thank you, Webster. Thanks for tuning in. And Valentino says, the best English show on YouTube. Thank you very much, Valentino. And they says, I don't think cooking at home is cheaper than eating in a restaurant. Okay, I don't know. It depends on what you cook, right? Depende. It depends. Nevertheless, home cooking is healthier. You can pretty much control all your ingredients. That's true. That's true. All right, we are just about out of time, but I want to remind you that you can subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel today, and you can watch this live again. I'll be back tomorrow at 7:30. Inglés Online TVE, the radio show. And be sure to tune in. You can watch the program tomorrow on La Dos on Channel 2. And I will follow tomorrow's contents. I'll be back tomorrow evening with a review of tomorrow's contents. Same time, same place. There's so many ways to listen and so many ways to learn. And thanks for choosing to invest a little time with us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Convertimos el programa Inglés Online TVE en un curso de inglés premium para ti. 1 año de clases por menos de €1 al día, con tutor online, en cualquier dispositivo, con certificado Vaughan y ya sabes dónde y cuándo.